Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 1. And if you chose the moth, you chose starry dreams. My dreams are made of stardust and I pursue them with passion and determination. Okay, so I feel like this is a reminder. Also, it could be some encouragement. Let me see what else I pick up with this. I feel like you have been thinking about it, or you were pursuing and things were going well, but for some reason, I feel like there's encouragement. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you need a little nudge. Also, maybe you need a break, some relaxation. But from the picture and everything blooming and blossoming, I think it was going very well. But for some reason, things have slowed down. This is like a major shift for you in your life at this time as well. It's a new beginning for some, and for others, it's a new cycle, like you've been on this path for a while. So let's find out a little more about what this message is. Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. Okay, so this tells me that most of you have been on this path for quite some time and you need some rest. You really have been doing the work, pushing forward, following your life path, serving your purpose, fulfilling your dreams. And I'm noticing lots of yellows there, also yellow here. So you've been very empowered, also number 3. And she's in a yoga position, upside down. Her body, the shape of her body in this position also makes me think of a tower. Like she is grounding herself. She's settling and calming. She's restructuring her foundation. She's surrounded with crystals, tea, and a plant. Relax, unplug for a spell. And also, if this is representing the Tower card in tarot, things may have been a bit chaotic and crazy, some type of upheaval. What's the word I'm hearing? Chaos. It's just been a little too much, so you need to take some time to ground and center yourself again before you start up. And we have declutter. Let go of old items, create new sacred space for yourself. Okay, so this is such a powerful way for me in general. 3:10 on the clock timer. Changing your home. I've talked about this before and recently. It's always good to declutter from time to time, and also now is spring, so some spring cleaning. Moving your furniture, moving plants, buying plants, changing a color scheme. I recently just changed my bedroom again. I realized I had a winter and fall theme, bedspread and pillow shams, but I didn't have a spring or summer, and I've been so attracted to to lavender, so I ended up getting floral with butterflies and bees and some type of poetry written on it in French, but there's lots of lavender, and I bought some silk or satin lavender pillowcases, and I have been sleeping better since I've changed it. So this is something else that will help you feel better, to stimulate your energy. And changing things, even just rearranging furniture can make such a huge difference in the shift in the energy. And getting rid of things that are not, maybe they serve the purpose for you, but now it's just clutter. They're not really adding or benefiting to your life in any way. So time to clear out some space while you're relaxing. Changing things up, getting a different flow of energy. Oop. And 222, lately I have been seeing this number like crazy, and also I keep getting 77 and 777. alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward to your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest. If it's piqued by something, follow these routes. Follow these routes. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay, so for those of you in the beginning, remember how I was saying I felt like some of you are on the path already and you need to take time. And for others, I feel this one's especially speaking to you. It's time to get moving. It's time to start. You've been putting it off for some reason. Follow your guidance. Follow what interests you and gets you excited. And also, this could be for those of you that have already been doing the work. While you're relaxing and take the break you need, refocus your energy on where you're going to start up again. Get things in order also, so you don't feel as scattered. Maybe some of you are going, but not really taking the time to also appreciate and focusing on the specific points or the main thing that you should be doing. Maybe you've gotten a little scattered, so refocusing again coming through for both groups. Setting, changing up the plan, writing things down, making a list is always very helpful. Okay, and the first tarot we have solar plexus coming through again. Patience, 8 of Pentacles. New job, self-employment, building business, trade, reputation, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work, commitment, dedication, concentration, success, accomplishment, ambition, confidence, results, reward. Okay, so everything is going well or will continue to go well for those of you that are already on this path doing it, and for those of you that are going to be starting up. You have the confidence, you have the courage, you have everything you need to get going. And this could be a new job for some of you. Self-employment. More and more people every day are leaving those old soul-sucking jobs and starting self-employment. People are doing jobs that years ago they never would have imagined that you could make a living. You know, it's doing what you love while helping other people. And so this could be a complete turnaround for many of you. The hard work is paying off. Rewards, ambition. You know, we always get good results when we're doing what we came here to do, when we do what we love, especially. Yes, throat chakra. I have all the resources I need, inner and outer. The magician, yes. The alchemist. Creativity, action, power. Manifestation, skill, magic, work. Self-employment again. A smooth talker, having the gift of gab, willpower, directing your creative visualization, manifesting your desires. Okay, so I feel like this is another confirmation. Look at all that yellow again. There's so much yellow coming through in all of these cards. So this, again, I feel is a big step, a big transformation. You're speaking your truth to the universe. You are the alchemist. You're learning how to really use your words and your energy to create the things that you want to do. Even if it's something that you're not familiar with, I feel like a lot of you, instead of hesitating or maybe having the fear you had in the past, you're more eager to move forward. Even though it's unknown territory, you see it differently, you think of it differently. It's not so daunting anymore or intimidating. You just move forward and know that you're going to be supported and that everything is going to work perfectly for you. And crown chakra, the tower, oh my gosh, coming through twice for you. Wow. 16, I surrender to the storm. Riding the storm out. I'm hearing that REO Speedwagon song, Riding the Storm Out, for those of you from my generation. So yes, remember how I was saying with this, there could have been some chaos and craziness and things getting out of control, and that's why it's telling you to take time off and relax. Chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelations, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, natural disaster, collapse of the old ways of life, shattering false beliefs. Okay, so it's been a long haul for many of you. You are coming into your spirituality. This is how most of us live. This is what we came from. This is how we were raised. This is what we were taught on so many levels, you know, to look outside of yourself. Everything is outside. You know, get this job, get this house, have this car, and then maybe you'll feel good about yourself. Maybe you'll have the respect. You know, we were taught this is what we need to make us feel a certain way, and then when we get it, it doesn't make us feel that way. So I feel like this has been a huge achievement for you, coming to this, going through this. I know what it's like to go through that. I came from that background. You know, my life was total chaos and a mess, and sometimes we just feel like we want to give up, but then we take a break and we keep going. There's just a fire inside of us that keeps pushing, that shows us there is something better. You know, a lot of you have struggled. 11:11 on the clock timer. You know, we've struggled and been through so much, but it's worth it, that awakening, that connection, that spiritual divinity within us. It's all worth the pursuit and coming into this. Okay, let's see what your your next three cards we have. Oh, it looks like a little girl with a broom and a witch hat staring at the full moon. Flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. Yes, lessons learned. This is something we have to learn in order to move forward. 11:55 on the clock timer. We can let go of our mistakes. Eventually we don't even see them as mistakes. It's just things that don't feel good or things that are working for us. It's just showing us that we are off balance, that we're out of alignment. We don't really see it as a mistake anymore because it's so beneficial. It helps us in so many ways, even though it might not feel as good as when we are balanced. But this is an immediate reminder. So it's like, oh, things aren't working. I don't feel good. I need to shift and change and alchemize my energy. Oops. So those are not so much mistakes. Okay, there's an envelope with a bright light coming out of it. Happy Poppet. I am enough. And I like that I am enough came through because every single card, there's just so much solar plexus energy coming in. Also night, moon energy coming in, earth energy. I don't know what a poppet is, but it's happy. I'll have to look to see what that is with the light coming from the envelope. I am enough. You are enough. It takes us, we have to learn that before we're able to transmute and shift through all of this chaos and craziness. We have to learn that we are enough and we have it within us. It's not outside, it's within. Okay, this looks like a child and a man. Love your body. I love my body. Okay, reminding you, taking good care of that body, talking to the body because we are separate and magic happens. I tell you, when you talk to the body as if it is separate from you because you are separate, it's just a vehicle for us here. When you treat that body separately and you talk to it, it will speak back to you. It will tell you what it needs, what's wrong, what's bothering it, why you might feel a certain way. It's very powerful, learning to love. And also, you know what? I just recently, I've kind of forgotten about Louise Hay. I'd gotten away from her like way back. I first started getting into the self-help. She was one of the first people I started reading. And recently my friend Alina shared a video on YouTube. I think I might actually oops, I think I might actually do my own version of it if you guys are interested, of all of these amazing affirmations. And she's talking about loving your body, and she goes through every single organ, and it's just so inspiring. And after listening to it, I was so pumped. I'm using it in the morning now for my morning priming technique. So remember, love your body, each individual organ and part. It will speak to you. It will work for you in ways that you can't imagine. Okay, and the last card, we have an animal oracle message. Owl, observe. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said, despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Okay, so as you're taking this time to rest, reflect, regroup, making your list, there is somebody or something going on around you that is not quite what it seems. So that could be a little bit of what was causing some of your stress or worry or needing to take a break. So refocusing, paying attention, look beyond the deceiving appearances. You know, somebody might seem like they're supporting you, but they're really not. Just feeling into that, looking into that, and figuring out what's going on and the best way to handle it before you start up again. This is something that needs your attention now. Okay, so those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 2. And if you chose the snake, sacred energy. My energy is sacred, and I honor it by nurturing my mind, body, and spirit. And also, of course, immediately I think of Kundalini. So some of you might be experiencing some shifting in your energy. Your Kundalini might be activating. Also, I'm hearing some of you might have some stuck energy that needs to be cleared and pushed so that your energy flow and your column, your center, is more balanced. My energy is honored. I nurture it, mind, body, and spirit. So some of you might need a little break, some rest right now for some reason. Let me see what else. Okay, I think that's it. Pretty straightforward. Let's find out more. Number 25, mural. Be your own first priority. Okay, that goes perfect with needing the time to rest and relax. This tells me some of you are putting other people or other things before yourself. And you know, it's okay to do that once in a while, but just be careful you don't get caught up, especially if you have been a people pleaser in the past, or you've been around someone who has kind of controlled and got you changed, programmed to put everything and everyone else before them. So this, you really need to just take a break and relax, do something fun that you love, maybe do some type of art project, surround yourself with plants and pets, color therapy coming through here, something that makes you feel good. Be your own priority. Do what you need right now. Put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with that. No guilt or shame. Oh my God. The fly on my hand. Did you guys see that? I didn't even feel it. I just looked down and saw it. I thought it was a spider for a minute. It freaked me out. Obsession. Focusing too much on one situation. The need to take a step back. Okay, this could be why you need some rest and a break. What are you obsessed? There's some type of unhealthy obsession going on here. It could be a person. It could have something to do with work. Whatever it is, it's not good for you. Like maybe it was at one point, but it's just obsession. It's never a good thing regardless of what it is, even if it starts out in a healthy way. While you're taking this time to put yourself forward, let it go. Take a step back. Ask yourself, why am I obsessed with this? Why am I so drawn to this? You know, why am I attracting this to myself? How can I resolve this? Oops. That snake keeps wiggling. All right, and let's see. 0707, compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Wow, these messages are like really straightforward and to the point for you. Like, Spirit is not messing around. It's like, okay, it's time to do this and move on, get it done. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. Yes, clear that throat chakra. Speak. You know, be as mature as you can, handling it. Let go of that obsession. You know, it's just not working for whatever reason. Maybe you need to forgive somebody. There's some type of grudges going on. Again, I'm kind of feeling like it has to do with work for most of you. Not everybody, but more than most. Whatever the situation is, it has something to do with a co-worker. Something at work is not going right. So just try to compromise, do your best, and get out. And the truth will set you free. Oh, you know what? Let me get a quick drink. Okay, your first tarot. Number 7, again, 07077. No obstacles will stop me now. Throat chakra, oh yes. The Chariot. Yes, movement. It's time to move. Again, universe, Spirit is coming through is saying this needs to be done now. This isn't like take time and reflect. It's like, no, you need to nip this in the bud now. Victory, overcoming obstacles, success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, hard work, focus, triumph, triumphant progress, single-mindedness, mastery, courage, skill. Okay, so I feel like this is where you were. You know, you were just moving forward, you were doing well, and then all of this happened, like you became obsessed with something, you were putting other people or something before yourself. So again, over here it's talking about compromise, bring this to an end, get back to where you are. Up here with the snake, again, taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. You've been neglecting yourself. This thing has gotten you off course, off track. Number 11, heart chakra. I get what I give. Okay, that is so true. What are you putting out? You know, justice. See, it's going to work out. Justice, karmic justice, consequences, legal dispute, law. See, again, I'm feeling that work vibe. Truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect, life lessons, contracts, binding agreements, settlements, an apology, decision, need to maintain justice, law, and order. Okay, here it's talking about apology. Over here it was talking about letting go of a grudge. You know, sometimes waiting for somebody, like if we think that we've been done wrong and we're waiting or expecting, or maybe we're obsessed with this person or people to come to us and apologize, it's probably not going to happen, especially when it's asking you to be the person to compromise. Like whoever this person or people are, their heels are dug in, they think it has to be their way for some reason or no way, they're not willing to budge. So it's up to you to be the adult and deal with the toddler. You know, that's having a temper tantrum and not budging or compromising for whatever reason. Connect with your heart. Also, I'm hearing cord cutting, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever had that come through. There's lots of ties and bonds. So some method of cord cutting is really necessary right now. Cutting yourself off from these people, person, situation, standing up and being confident, but also being the adult, being mature, and again, handling the person that's having the temper tantrum and letting it go. It's all going to work out for the best for you. Even if it doesn't seem like it or feel like it, you know, this is just going to keep going around and around and around. Otherwise, it's not going to go the way you want it to. So keep your dignity and get out. It's going to work itself out. And throat chakra again, conflict. Look at that. Wow. This is like a big ordeal. I feel like maybe this has been going on for a while. 5 of Wands, conflict, fighting, arguments, rows, disagreements, struggle, opposition, battles, aggression, temper clashing, personalities, ego strikes, chaos, disobedience, being defensive, territorial, assertive. Okay, so clear the air, speak your truth, and again, I feel like the universe is saying, do what you need to do. Keep your dignity, keep your head held high, don't be bullied, don't let them push you into doing what you don't want to do, but at the same time, try to compromise. Don't be obsessed. You're just butting heads, and it's not going to, you know, neither person is willing to budge. So just step back, take a breath, ground as much as possible. Maybe rehearse what you're going to say. I always find that very helpful. Okay, and we have puppy and kittens. Happy magic for pets. Animals are my friends. I am kind and loving to them. Okay, so I feel like this will be very helpful for those of you that, especially when you've been going and your energy is just so high and unbalanced, and then you hit rock bottom and you just feel so drained when you come home from the day. You need to find a way to help you snap back more quickly. So being around animals, maybe you have animals, spending more time with your pets, or if you don't, go visit a friend or somebody that has a pet, or maybe even get a pet, depending on what your life is like, as long as you have enough time to care for them. But animals is key for you right now. And also, oh, you know what I just noticed? There's a kitty right there in that picture. And the next one, we have full moon. Oops. Freeze it. I freeze what I no longer want. Okay, this is something interesting popping in my mind. I learned recently, my friend Alina at Alina's Alchemy, shout out, yo, hey girl. Something I learned from her when she was talking about cutting cords and clearing your energy from psychic attacks and attachments and all kind of things. I have never heard of this before, but it's a great idea. I tend to work a lot with fire and earth and water. And one of the things that she was talking about is writing the person's name down on a piece of paper. You can do it as a ritual or say something, write something, and put that piece of paper in the freezer and freeze them out, freeze that person from contacting you. And this is a really powerful technique. I just thought it was so cool. I'd never heard of it before. So for some of you, I feel like this would be a great way. Put that person's name, do the cord cutting ritual, clear your energy, ground, you know, pull your energy back and just recenter yourself. Everything is just crazy right now, all over the place. And freeze that person out, whether it's doing that ritual or just, you know, think in my mind. You can say it out loud. I freeze this situation. I freeze this person. I remove them. They can no longer affect me. And let's see what this one is. It's a little house with somebody holding a star. Build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. Okay, so I feel like this is a nice reminder. You are supported. You know, when we get obsessed or we get crazy about something and we're so focused on what it is, whether it's a happy situation or not so happy, we forget about the power around us. You know, what are you focusing on? What kind of energy are you putting out? What kind of magic are you casting? What spells are you casting? What are you attracting? And so again, I feel like refocusing your energy. Remember, there's magic everywhere. You're supported. You are a magical being. You know, you're an alchemist. You can transform any situation. So reconnecting to that divine power. And let's see, the last message is Animal Oracle, Whale, communication. How interesting, because look at that. Throat chakra came up twice, 3 times. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart here. Clearly from your heart. Bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. Again, coming back in. Let me pull that up. Nurturing your body, mind, and spirit. Long overdue for that. Speaking your truth to yourself. Sometimes saying out loud when you're angry at somebody or a situation, just talking to yourself, speaking out, speaking your truth. Being vulnerable. Be careful who you're vulnerable when you're in that supercharged emotional state. Connecting to loved ones. Okay, this might have something to do, maybe it's a family business, and also connecting with your family members that you're close to, maybe you haven't spoken to in a while, and they would help listen and nurture, helping you through the situation, giving you some good advice as well. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to this week's Oracle and Tarot reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 3. And if you chose the cute little beaver, I think that's a beaver. Mystical vision. I have mystical vision for my life and I follow it with confidence. Okay, so this is about planning. Maybe this is something you've already started doing. Interesting, I think all 3 readings had a lot to do with being focused on what you're supposed to be doing right now. Like, you know your path. You know what you came here to do or what you want to. Maybe you've started and maybe some of you are hesitating, and the universe is saying now is the time to really pursue what you've been thinking about, the vision that you have been shown, following it with confidence. So if you're hesitating, 3434 on the clock timer, maybe some of you need to do some work of some kind for your solar plexus. It's a little cryptic. Let's find out more. 18, tree, let them go. Okay, something, okay, with the mystical vision, I feel like maybe this is why some of you could be hesitating or putting it off. There's something that needs your immediate attention. Let them go. There's somebody or maybe a group of people. There's something going on. You can see she's kind of looking down at the earth. Letting that tree burn. 18, a fire ritual of some sort. Maybe you need to free yourself of some, I'm hearing relatives. For some people it's relatives. I'm hearing a friend. I'm hearing a brother. And this doesn't mean necessarily cutting them out completely. I mean, if you can do that, go for it. That's the kind of person I am. You know, if you cross me, you are gone. That's it. I don't tolerate abuse or disrespect. And for some of you, maybe you just need to keep them on a short leash. You need to set some boundaries. So whoever these people are that are holding you back, it's time to let them go or to restrict them as little. It's time to restrict them and set some boundaries. You can't let people control you or control your life and keep you from your purpose or just simply enjoying life in general. Speaking up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep it in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Throat chakra. Okay, so You've been letting somebody get away with something. You've been allowing this treatment. That's why it's time to let them go and to move on from the situation. You know, you can speak to them kindly, you can speak to them angrily, whatever you think serves your purpose. Usually when we're angry, we don't behave in our best state of mind. So maybe you just want to get that anger out before you approach them, or maybe you do need to be fired up. And say whatever it is that you need. Trying to see what's on that microphone pile. I don't know what that is, but yes, some type of release, and you need to maybe write this person a letter if you can't say it to them verbally, or you can't remember everything. Take notes, write a letter, whatever it is that you need to say so you can move on. All right, and oh my gosh, there we go. 1919, cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. It is time for a rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Yes, clearing out the old, releasing physically, mentally, emotionally, verbally, again, because you're not where you're supposed to be. Make space for new experiences. It's time to move on, to do what you love and enjoy. You know, it's time to be happy, like it's saying there. And she doesn't look very happy in this picture. Heart chakra, number 15. I'm willing to let go of the past version of myself, okay? So this is also about not just saying to whoever this person or people are that's upsetting you or taking advantage. It's also about speaking truthfully to yourself, maybe doing some self-love, talking to the body, talking to your inner child, your heart. Death. Again, I like that that's coming through. Let me see, over here it's talking about changes and cycles. Yes. It's time for a new beginning and letting go of the old version of yourself. You don't have to keep repeating those patterns. It's saying, let it go, make room for a new experience, for a new you. Spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, change, transitions, sudden or unexpected upheaval, endings, release, cleansing, purging, revitalization, stripping away the worthless matter, liberation through purgation. Yes. Doing some clearing, doing some grounding. I feel like it would be really healthy just speaking out, speaking to yourself in a room by yourself, letting all of this anger go, talking lovingly to yourself, placing your hand on your heart. I often recommend Rituals with Michaela because she has a lot of beautiful videos, how to talk to yourself, how to sit and nurture, how to heal and let go of emotions. So I highly recommend her channel. It's helped me a great deal. Oh, there's a cute little squirrel outside stealing my rabbit food. Excuse me. Restriction, solar plexus, 8 of Swords. You know what? I need to grab a drink. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. Solar plexus, restriction. 8 of Swords. Feeling trapped, restricted, backed into a corner, hands tied, victimized, paralyzed by fear, terror, anxiety, feeling pressure, hopeless, helpless, powerless, silenced, crisis, dilemma, drama, imprisonment, punishment, slavery. Okay, so somebody has really been pushing your buttons, taking advantage, and you know, in this picture where the tree is burning and she's looking down, you know, that fiery power over her while she's down on her hands and knees, you know, it's towering over her. And so I feel like you really need to reclaim your power, your fire. No one deserves to feel this way. It's time to, again, let them go, let this person go. You know, and if you can't talk to them and resolve it, Sometimes the best thing to do is completely cut people out of your life altogether, like I was saying earlier. We can't always talk to the people the way we would like to end a situation. Sometimes it's impossible. We just have to get away from it altogether. It's the healthiest thing for us. Friendship. Interesting. Third eye. 3 of Cups. Reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, indulgence, festivals, festivities, gatherings, happiness, wedding, engagement, party, graduation, baby shower, happy times. Okay, so this is what the universe is trying to push you towards. And I feel like this is your life. Before this person or people came in that took advantage, that made you feel, you know, oh my gosh, let me read this again. This is horrible. Living in fear and anxiety, paralyzed, hands tied, powerless, you know, definitely doing some solar plexus work, drama, imprisonment, punishment. You know, narcissist is the first word that comes to mind. Some type of narcissist, sociopath. They're just not respecting you at all. They don't care for you the way they pretended, you know, and now you feel trapped because you've been sucked into their cycle and maybe you didn't know how to handle. Also, Lisa Bilyeu, her channel, she has a lot of amazing videos with professionals that talk about how to deal with narcissistic people and psychopaths, and it's just so fascinating, and they give great advice exactly what to say and how to handle these people. So that might be something very useful to you. 3 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that already. I digress. I got off on a tangent there. So yes, this is what the universe is trying to bring you back to. Family, celebration, gathering, fun. Again, happy times. You deserve to be happy and celebrated. You deserve to be appreciated and loved and cherished. You deserve comfort, you know, abundance, every good thing in your life. It's time to get over and let all of this go. It's time to heal and recover and move forward so you can live the life you came here to live, the life that you deserve. Okay, let's see what our next 3 messages are. I think my battery is going to be dying soon, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Okay, joyful children playing in leaves. Look at that. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Oh my God, the universe is totally speaking so loud and clear to you. You are supported. You know what needs to be done. The next card, we have a magic wand. The magic wand, I focus my energy. Yes, focus your energy and it will get you through any situation. Remember, you're the alchemist. You have support around you, even if this person might have isolated you or made you believe that you didn't have support. You do have the support you need. Reach out to others. Reach out to family and friends. Okay, and we have, it looks like a little fairy house with a mushroom. Fly free. I receive messages from nature easily. Okay, so listening to your intuition, going out in nature, resting, recovering, grounding, really listening in the silence of nature. It will speak to you. Your intuition will speak loud and clear. I feel like you've just had so much noise projected on you and in your head that it's distracted you, that you have not been listening to your inner voice, your heart, your intuition. So restoring that part of yourself as well. And the last message is Animal Oracle, Cardinal Adventure. You need to live up to your fullest potential, explore new directions, and take risks in order to grow as an individual. Change may be uncomfortable, but is necessary. Okay, every single card is telling you exactly what you need to hear, what to do, how to handle it. Now is the time. This needs to be resolved. Let them go. Let the person go. Speak up. You know, connect to nature, connect to your guides, your loved ones, your friends. Everything is here for you. It's all pointing you in the right direction. You know, bringing you back to your joyful, happy self. Again, you deserve to be loved and celebrated. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they are helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.